You got a question here from Claire Alice. Thank you for the super chat. Great seeing Lionel. By the way, Zelensky looks like a baby ninja. What is Lionel's take on Keir Starmer's press conference saying they are sending more military aid and they're done with talking and they're ready to take action?
You're being led by a psychopath. And if you don't do anything to either storm the Bastille or do something and allowing this, I don't know what I'm not advocating violence, of course, but you're asking me, what do I think? I'm asking you. But then again, I can't speak because I just went 4 years of a man who was brain dead. And I'm not being exact, who was brain dead and didn't know where he was. So we're not that better off than you.
What about when he was called out for free speech when he was with Trump?
And
yes, we love free speech and long may it continue in England. We love BS.
Well, what about this? They ask him, what about elections? Stopping elections and Christians? What about the fact that you've got actual neo-Nazis who are acolytes of Stepan Bandera and the right sector and the Azov battalion? And Jesus, these are real. You know how I use the word Nazi kind of as an expression for somebody who's overbearing. These are legitimate Nazis. Real Nazi. I mean, they exist. What about that? And they say, well, he's Jewish. I don't know about that. I don't want to go into the provenance. I don't know if your mother was Jewish, but I think that's the way people used to say, well, there's no racism in the United States. Well, because Obama's black. You know what I mean? It's like, well, that as we say in the South, that dog don't hunt. This guy, here is the thing. Let me see if I can go back, a little backwards. This fellow named Elon Musk. And I thought Elon, listen, I don't really get impressed. I know he's the richest man. So what? That guy, Jack Ma. Did you ever see Jack Ma from Alibaba? Jack Ma looks like a genetic experiment that went wrong. And he's the richest guy. Okay, so rich people, they may have a lot of money, but it doesn't make them people you want to get to know. So anyway, here's this guy named Elon Musk, 14 kids, a new kid, except for this one who's trying to put the arm on him. And he says, not this time. So anyway, so there's this thing, he said, called Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency or whatever it is. So he comes up with this idea that we're going to go in and we're going to look at every government program. And we're going to get these 16-year-old, 19-year-old nerds. One of them is nicknamed Big Balls. And Big Balls said, hey, guess what I found out? I found out that we've got almost $1 trillion, let's say, in monies that are unaccounted for or what have you. And they said, what? Yeah. And there was this program called USAID, Agency of International Development, whatever it was. It was a slush fund. It was money laundering. It was a grift that nobody knew was there. Well, as we're finding out, John, this may have not only funded wars and military, it may have funded everything up to and including newspapers, websites, NBC, Saturday Night Live, Robert De Niro, people on it. It may have been the taproot of everything. Everything. Have you ever had a Christmas tree or whatever you call them, and you have these lights, and one light goes off, and the whole thing goes out? They're in parallel or series. That's what this is. When they said, let's shut this down, all the lights went off. Holy Jesus, everything was connected to this. This thing was paying for everything. And I mean everything. Tonight we have the Academy Awards, which mean nothing. That was it. That was part of a promotion. People were saying, how is it that these stations are still on? We had something that happened this week. I don't want to get too much. We have this place called MSNBC. We call it MSDNC. And they fired this racist named Joy Reid. And people are saying, why do you think they fired her? Is it because of her ratings? Her ratings were always bad. What happened? There's no more money. They're shutting down. And they didn't realize, a lot of people working, they said, wait a minute, you mean to tell me we never made money? Where is this coming from here? Backstory. In 2016 or 2017, Moby, we talked about the musician Moby, was approached by the CIA. He said, can we use your social media account? Social media is where everything changes. By the way, great artist now. Have you heard Lola Young? I'm sure you've heard her. You know, Messi? Phenomenal. Started on Twitter. And there was some help to it. It's a new, everything is completely different. It's a fantastic song. She's Amy Winehouse all over again, but better. Anyway, so now we're finding out that the money from this pool, this thing, and we'll call USAID just as a name. It's a metonym, like you would call Fleet Street or Wall Street. Just names for brass. USAID, the monies are going everywhere. Now they're saying it's done. In the old days, what if I could say, just write your ticket? How much do we want to give Zelensky? Name it. $1 billion? Name it. Just give it to him. Where's this money come from? Just give it to him. Where are his villas? What? Cyprus? The Blob. That's our foreign group. Cyprus, Florida. By the way, Federal Reserve. You hear about our Federal Reserve? Federal Reserve is where we keep all our gold. Elon Musk said, can we do an audit of this? What? An audit to see how much gold we have? What? Yeah, can we see how much gold we have? Gold? They haven't had an audit since 1974. They don't know what's in there. And by the way, not only are we going to withdraw from NATO, we're going to withdraw from the World Health Organization. Oh, and guess what else goes bye-bye? The World Economic Forum, Bilderberg, G7. Go ahead and meet. Who do you think's paying for the money? Who was paying for this? Where does Klaus Schwab get his money from? Where? Who's paying him? His tailor? No. What about Greta Thunberg? How dare you? I could be in school, and I am now mid school. How dare you? You took my dreams. Got them. Who was paying her? Who is paying the UN? Who is paying? Where was this money coming from? Daddy Warbucks over here. It's gone. Wait till you see how many.
Susan wants to know, Ari wants to know, do you think Susan Rice encouraged Zelensky to piss Trump Vance off with disrespecting via eye rolls, rudeness, whatever? Because she met him, Zelensky, before meeting up with Trump.
Well, first of all, let's see if Susan Rice said, now listen, Zell, take it from me. What I want you to do is in the White House, in the Oval Office, not at some neutral location, but in his home where everybody's watching, I want you to piss him off. What? I want you to piss him off. Trump? He's crazy. Yeah, I know. It'll be great. Piss him off, and you'll be. Wait a minute. You want me to be? Yeah, do a couple of blows. Use this stuff here. I got some special for you. I got some special. Grind it real fine. You know, going like that. You'll be ready to go with that. Oh yeah, you'll be. There won't be you'll love this stuff, and it kicks in like not right away. It's just a little bit later, and you'll know it when you start getting the sweats. I read about this from what I hear. So anyway, but we have a thing called the Logan Act. This is a law. Now listen to me. Remember I told you this. The Logan Act. And the Logan Act is from 1799, which says private citizens cannot interfere and negotiate with foreign countries. We had 2 prosecutions, 19th century, whatever. Guess who's going to be brought up now? Susan Rice, Anthony Blinken, because you don't understand something. Trump is so pissed off. If he were here, he doesn't drink. But if he had a couple of, pints under his belt, he'd say, they impeached me twice, but couldn't convict me. They were going to bring me up, or they did, on the emoluments clause of the Constitution. Sean, I'm the only person who knows what the emoluments clause is. Nobody knows what it is. It's never been done. So he's going to say, hey, anybody got anything that we can bring up against these bastards? Yes, Mr. President. What is it? The Logan Act. I'm in. Don't you want to know what it is? Nope. Bring it in. Indict them. So Susan Rice is telling him, and Blinken, you go in and you fight. You tell them. It's like, you ever have like sometimes a wife will tell a husband, and you tell that boss of yours, you've been there for 20 years and you deserve a raise. And you tell that son of a bitch, and he gets all worked up. He goes in and they fire him. Thanks, honey. Because it's many times a woman will get the man in trouble. But that's another story. So what we're seeing is this, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. And Trump says, I've been only doing this for a month. You haven't even seen anything yet. And Elon is so, thank God he's on our side. They're saying, Elon, they're making fun of you. Oh, yeah? Elon went in and basically shut down USAID. This is since 1962. This was a slush fund. It was always, when businesses have petty cash. Hey, I want to get pizza for the group. Go into my desk. Petty cash. That's their petty cash. Nobody audited it. Nobody knew. Everybody was in on the grift. Everybody. Until Trump comes along. It's the most incredible thing in the world. And also, there were people who love him. Can you imagine somebody who honestly says, I don't like what President Trump did. He was rude. Rudeness? Look around you. Go outside. Look up and down here. The whole world is rude. We love rude. We love balls. We love huge elephantine balls that you need a wheelbarrow. And this guy is like, and wait till the next guy who meets him. Imagine the next country, the next person who comes in after Zelensky. Imagine that. They're going to be like, yes, sir, Mr. Trump. You want to talk to me about anything? No. Just have a nice day. I got JD here. No, don't bring in JD. No. I can call JD. No, leave him alone. By the way, JD, and guess what? JD with his family skiing, they had to have some kind of a security thing. You just pissed off the hillbilly? This was when he was calm. You interrupted his family vacation. He says, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to open up a can of whoop ass on somebody, and whoever, I may not hit the right person, but it's going to say to whom it may concern, I'm going to get somebody. By the way, one more thing about Trump. If you met Trump, he'd say, come here, I'm going to show you something, John. See this thing right here? You feel this on my ear? Yeah, this is where they tried to kill me. This is where a bullet hit my ear. I'm still hearing stuff. I don't know if it's true or not, but you don't walk away from that. That fight picture that you love? I hate that. There is
Lionel,
a burn.
Lionel, there's two moments in the the press conference that we've got to discuss. Sophie's raised one of them, and this is where I thought Zelensky's just out of his mind saying this now. Where Zelensky was saying, you have your ocean, but you're going to feel this.
Oh, yeah.
What
was
that about? Where did that come from?
You're going to feel it on your shore. You got ocean. What? You have ocean. You're going to feel it. What? You're going to feel it. Feel what? It. What is it? On the Atlantic or the Pacific? What? The Ukrainian Navy is what's gonna happen? What are we gonna feel? What are we gonna feel? And we should say, no, wait. Zell, here's a microphone. What am I gonna feel? Let me make sure you tell me what I'm gonna feel and what countries are gonna be involved. You want to name names? Go ahead. Listen to folks. Remember, go ahead. This. He's talking nonsense. He was fried out of his mind. You're going to feel it. Feel what? What are you? And he's on the ocean. Oh, he didn't understand about you don't have the card. He goes, who's playing cards? I don't play cards. What? I think he didn't understand it, but he was getting into the cards motif a little bit too much. No, that was beautiful. What does that mean?
The most beautiful moment of the whole thing, though, was when Trump said, Russia, Russia, Russia.
Yeah.
And then the laptop from hell was
Yeah,
created by Russia. Russiagate came straight out Hunter Biden's bathroom, Hunter Biden's bedroom, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And he just went off. I thought that was brilliant.
And Zelensky, who has maybe an understanding of 10% of what that was about, says, excuse me, I'm tooted out of my mind here. I've got a booger in this nostril that could choke a gerbil. I'm about to, do you have something to blow my nose in? I'm afraid it was, do you have the picture of the, is it the Ukrainian woman who's going like this or something? Did you see this? She's like, oh my God. Oh my. All of a sudden, this is what I want to hear too. This is where Elon comes in. Imagine this scenario. Zelensky, hey Zell, yeah. Listen, where was that? What was that money? That account we had? The Cayman Island. Yeah. Wasn't it the bank of? Yes. Well, I called him this morning and it's not there. What? It's not there. What do you mean it's not there? They don't know what happened, but they think it's got all the fingerprints of Elon. Wait a minute. What? Everything? Everything. What about the villa in Cyprus? Everything. You know, and I know that somebody would say that Trump would say, listen, I'll make a deal with you. And I'll go a little, Starmer, I'll make a deal for you. I'll help you out. But you got to do me a favor. I got to horse this guy. You got to understand? I mean, I got to let Zelensky have it. Both barrels. And you know what I want. I want the money. Oh, that's no problem. We got it. Now, where's he going to go? If one day, whatever this money was, it's either been liquidated or he's left a couple of bucks. Where's he going to go? What court? Court of International Justice? The Hague? Where is he going? Who is he going to turn to? After that, he is like kryptonite. Did you see Lindsey Graham? Lindsey Graham is this, he's our senator. He's like, did you know who Gomer Pyle was? Shazam! Hey, Sergeant Carter, you know, Jim Neighbors. And this is Lindsey Graham, and I think we got to go in there. We got to help these people in there. You know, we got to help these people in the Ukraine and Israel, whatever Israel wants. God, you get Israel. And he said, who is this? Now, J.D. Vance is a hillbilly, but this guy's a goat roper. He talks like that. His name is Lindsey Graham. And Shazam, Sergeant Carter. And maybe we're going to go in there and you better find and we got to help people. That's damn. Okay, this was the other day. After this, they drag his out there, put him in front of the microphone. I don't know who this Zelensky guy is, but you're a damn. I never liked him. Excuse me, you were kids together. Well, no, that's not me. It was an imposter. And I don't know who he is now. Wait a minute. You wanted to get I was drunk. He gave me some of that flake, and I was going crazy. He just changed, and it changed like that. I mean, this is the guy who appeared before Congress. They called him the Churchill of their time. And in one day, I mean, you can't things up like this. Nobody could do it. He's a genius. I mean, what does he do when the plane lands in Kyiv and they say, can you imagine some smart ass? So, how'd it go? How was it? What did they serve you to eat? Oh, they gave all the food to everybody within 5 miles. They said, here, you like prime rib? Come here, take this. Courtesy of Zell. I mean, and can you imagine that? Get out of here. Get out. And he had to walk out. Have a nice day, Mr. I mean, I'll bet you the Marines who normally stand, you can always tell the president is in the White House because the Marines stand there. I'll bet we walked out, the Marines get the hell out. I mean, it was. Did you ever think we'd be